Douglas the Dean podcast here, back with another one. Been off sabbatical for a while. I'm not going to waste any time. I'm not really that excited about this WrestleMania 41, and let's just get into it. A lot of the booking has just been funky dunky. So, right off the bat, New Day versus the Viking Raiders. Um, don't care. I mean, I guess it would be better for New Day to win because it just gives them more heat. I don't know how. I'm not really into the Viking Raiders or Warriors or whatever. Ever since Vince fucked with them, my interest waned, and then one got injured. Yada yada. I could take it or leave it right now. L.A. Knight versus Jacob. I could take it or leave it either way. I mean, the way I'm looking at it is really to give pass a title onto Jacob. It seemed like that there has been a lot of buzz around Jacob Fatu. So, it seems like LA Knight was just a transitional champion holding the title until this night. El Grande Americano versus Ray, could take it or leave it. Once I knew that the box had the mask in it, yada, 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 let's just be done with this. I think that Ray is more than likely going to unmask him, and everyone's going to find that it's Chad Gable. Sorry, spoiler alert. And then that'll be the end of the storyline. But now it's like, where do you go next with it? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. They could actually milk this thing, and he could wrestle Penta, and he can wrestle Phoenix, and he already wrestled Dragon Lee. So, but yeah, I could take a leave it. It's like the gimmick. The gimmick is okay as it is. I'm not going to say it was weak because it wasn't, but just with their creative, it's going to go into a bad space, at least as far as I feel, that you're just not going to even be into, or at least I'm not going to be into the product anymore. So with that said, let's move on. Okay, Jade Cargill versus Naomi. I hope that they do not open the card for night one with this match. For these reasons. One, Jade Cargill cannot fuck up this match. They're not going to let her live it down. This is just my opinion. She cannot fuck up this match. This match, if it is the very first match, this match has to be fire. This is what I wanted last year for the Usos, but did not get. I think that this match, especially if it opens the night, but just in general, has to set the tone for everyone else in the back if they open with this match. This is how fire I'm expecting this match to be. This match, along with the other female matches minus one, that I'll get to me, if they are all fire and shock me, this, of course, is a step in the direction of having an all-female pay-per-view again. With that being said, in this storyline, it gave me an opportunity. Someone on YouTube, when they started heating up, put old stuff of Naomi, and Naomi was a problem. I wasn't watching that. With Team Unity, she was a fucking problem. Her promos and everything was still on point as they are now. I would like throughout this, I would like for, if this is me, I'm producing and booking this, Naomi beats Jade, Naomi beats Bianca down the line. I taught you everything you know, but I didn't teach you everything I knew type of mentality. If she is to lose, then it has to be an even better match for me, from my perspective. If she wins, I don't care if she cheats to win. I'm cool with that. If she hits her with something, dings her, gets the pin, I'm fine with it. I'm also fine with you start to see the dawning of a faction where she gets help from, let's say, Tim. They can get Tamina to come back, or Naya pops out, or something, and this is just the old dog teaching the younger dogs lessons. If I'm booking it, but regardless, if Jade wins, she cannot botch up this match, and I'm praying that she does. I want to be shocked with this whole card, right? This has a very solid storyline. So wherever this is on the card, especially if it's after the Grande match and that gimmick is done, and that's going to be, I don't have, like I said, expectations, but this can hopefully liven up everyone. That's kind of why I don't want it to be the opener, but if it is and it kicks ass, they go in the back and go, yo, top that. Let's move on. Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte. I liked the antics, the promos. Me personally, when it got personal, it makes it feel real. I don't know if there's real animosity that they're playing off of, especially with this what's her face tossing the title and all that other shit, that the antics that was going on were before. What I will also say is that if this is real, I'll say Ashley Flair, cut the bullshit, because you're not built like that. You have very thin skin, and I'll leave that story for another time because I don't want to get long-winded on this. The last promo that Tiff cut, and when she skated out the ring, that shit was a burn. But when Charlotte showed up and thumped with the jeans and everything, that was a nice follow-up. As far as I'm concerned, this can go either way. Tiffany, I remember her saying moons ago that she really would love to have this match, and is here. But sometimes when you get what you wish for, this can either go very, very well, or this could go very, very bad. The reason why I'm is because I was not a big proponent of Charlotte returning and getting this opportunity. And I'm going to post something. I'm not saying what it is because I want anyone to copy it, but something I did some time back, and I was waiting for this time to drop it regarding Charlotte Flair. So, as I said, this could go very good, very bad. I don't know. Like I said, I want to be impressed. I hope it is very, very good. If we get, I'm just talking from my perspective, if I get the Tiffany Stratton, if Charlotte Flair knows how to pull out the Tiffany Stratton that made me pay attention to her in NXT when she was feuding with Becky Lynch, then this shit should rock and roll, because it seems like when she's challenged, she steps a game. I'm not saying any other matches, the Roxanne match was cool, but it's like, all right, this is her dream match. She's going to rise to the occasion. Or is it going to be ish the bed mania, botch, 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 ish, 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 ish? I'm hoping that they kill it once again. Another step forward for all female pay-per-view, PLE, skeet, skeet, skeet. Let's move on. Jey Uso versus Gunther. This is the one that's had me chomping at the bit to get on this goddamn microphone and speak on. Okay, check out my last post when I was speaking on Jey Uso and this match. Since then, my feelings have thus changed, and here's why. We go back to Saturday night main event. He loses that match versus Gunther. He gets on Raw, stands on the table, and tells everyone, I know I can beat him. Right? Week after week, it becomes a thing where Gunther, of course, as we all know, has basically been playing mind intimidation games for which he told him he was going to do, right? I don't understand how after Gunther beats up my bro and then handcuffs me, which to me emasculates Jay. Then the following week, we see Gunther arrive and he's got suited and booted and he's all smiles. This is the same shit that I said about the Swerve Ricochet when that first happened. And I said, Swerve don't make it to his car. It's no fucking way that this dude will be walking in the building all smiles. And I'm talking real talk. If that shit happened like that in real life, you think Jey Uso is just gonna let him walk in the building? You think Roman's gonna just let him walk in the building all smiles? Get the fuck out of here. Bro, Tony Storm beat Mariah May. This is AEW, folks, right? A few days after, Tony's walking in the building. Mariah May straight starts beating her ass to the point that it goes out into the area and arena, power drives her, puts her out, then challenges her, and that's the last match they had. You're telling me that Gunther can just do what he did, bust his brother open, torture him, and then just walk in the fucking arena next week, the following week, smiling like he just had fucking Kellogg's Frosted fucking Flakes and nothing happens to this dude? And then after that, the next thing is Jay fucking approaching him going, I'm not scared of you no more. Motherfucker, you told me weeks ago that you thought you could beat him. Now all of a sudden you scared of him? That shit made no fucking sense. Then you come out last week and do another promo. Oh yeah, he's scared. Like, bro, I'm not blaming Jay. This is the creative shit. This shit bro, this would have been better. Let's just go very, very old school. Because even though this would have kind of been compared to Tiffany or Charlotte or whoever did it first, let's just go fucking Morocco, Pedro Morales. If you go watch that vintage shit when they couldn't fucking stand each other, every fucking ripping each other's shit off and just fucking going at each other. That's what this shit should have been. 3 weeks of Gunther bugging him, and then after that, Jay follows it up. Instead of Jay, maybe he beats up what's-her-face, Ludwig, grabs the mic, sends the message. Since you put pain, I'm gonna put pain in your boy. Boom. That gets him out, and then after like the third week of Gunther doing that, then it starts. Now it's Jay's turn. Then after that escalates into something bigger and bigger. I'm gonna be honest, this looked like an initiation. Let's just emasculate this dude. We're more than likely going to give him the title, so we're just going to strip him of everything and then pull this off. That's what it looked like to me, because it just didn't make any sense. And it shows me a lot, and this is not the only time, that they do not pay attention for week to fucking week like that. You can easily go into a fucking board meeting and go, this is what we have, plan A, B, 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 Z. And then when it's time to actually pull it off, okay, now we're going to do this and we're going to do that. And it's like, yo, that's not even in continuity with what we were doing 2 weeks ago. Like, huh? All right, fuck it. It's your thing. Let's just, like, it just is stupid. So he could beat him. Now he's scared of him. Now he's not scared of him. And now he's going to go in. Just go listen to my other shit, man, because that would have been the best way. Now it's when they have this match, it's basically they're going to fucking brawl. And that's not what I was asking for. because it's led up to a brawl now. That's what this has led up. It's led up to two men that fucking can't stand each other. And it could have still been that way, but just in a different aspect. So yeah, that shit has been bothering me. I'm like, man, this shit is so. Let's move on. The end of night one, the main event, CM Punk's first main event, whatever, whatever. I'm sure politics has something to do with that back in the day, but let's just move on. I could take it or leave this as far as like winners. It's very likely because it seems like every time Roman at the end of like a mania or something, he goes on, health sabbatical. That's what I call it because people forget that, that shit that he was dealing with could lie dormant. He has to clean himself up, get rest and relaxation. Everybody forgets that. They just, he's not on TV. Anyhow, I could take it or leave it. Roman will probably take the L based off, if they want to keep it going. The thing with between him and Heyman. But my whole thing is this, and I may not have the best recall, so anyone feel free to add in the comments. I cannot recall a time when Paul Heyman did something dastardly in order for Roman Reigns to win a match. I don't remember him sliding in a chair, a weapon, or anything. The only thing I can recall is Paul Heyman always looking worried, holding the Ulafala. That's the only thing I can recall. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I don't see what the big whoop-de-doo is with Heyman being in Punk's corner when he doesn't do shit for me. Now I'm just talking about in ring. I'm sure behind the doors he's doing business dealings and whatever, yada, yada, yada. But, it's not like dude has been cheating for me consistently every time or who's going to be there to cheat for me. I cannot recall a time when he's done that for him. So I personally be like, okay, cool. That's the favor. All right, for this one night only, cool, no problems. For this to be this big thing, I don't get. At the end of the day, as I'm speaking on this and thinking about it, I really feel bad for friggin' because what, he's going to take another L, another Mania where, wait, who got pinned last year? Was it Cody that got pinned or was it Seth? Anyway, he always, between this one, if he takes the L and last year, it just kind of gives me the vibe that Seth is kind of behind, that they're not taking him serious anymore. I don't know. It is what it is. I could take a lead. I'm not losing any sleep. Like, wait a minute. Oh my God. And no. That's for something else. I'm sorry. Train of thought. Let's bring it back. I could take it or leave it. This is why I'm not all that excited. They are going to have to do something to impress me. I hope the match is good. But, I'd rather save my popcorn for another PLE.